Jonathan McReynolds has this song called Pressure, and I would encourage you to listen to it. This talks about all the pressures that we have in life, and sometimes it's hard to live up to them. And that's how I felt today. So I encourage you to listen to that. It's great. You can get it on YouTube. But that's how I felt this evening. Today's Sunday. It is day 60 of Fear Not, so welcome. My family, except for my husband, but we were off of work all last week, off of school. It was spring break, and I really enjoyed it, and we slept in, and we did some fun things, and it was great. And so now it's Sunday night at about 8:30, and I'm feeling the pressure. Because I have like the most busy week I could have given myself at work this week, and just so many different things going on. So I started feeling that anxiety and that pressure, and I started like crazy stuff. So like I'm emailing myself all the stuff I have to do tomorrow so that when I get to work it'll pop up, because you know that's crazy. But my daughter, who is smarter than me, she's 7 and she's smarter than me. Before she went to bed, she asked me to read the Bible with her. And so I won't read you everything that we read, but we read from Mark 7. And actually it's the story where Jesus heals a deaf and a mute man. And if we look at Matthew 7:32, there were some people who brought Jesus to a man who was deaf and could hardly talk. And they begged him to place his hands on the man. After he took him aside away from the crowd, Jesus put his fingers into the man's ears. Then he spit and he touched the man's tongue. And he looked up to heaven with a deep sigh and he said, Ephphatha. I don't know how to say that, but it means be opened. At this, the man's eyes were opened, his tongue was loosened, and he began to speak plainly. And I just read from you Mark 7. I read verse 32 through verse 35. Jesus could make a deaf man hear. He can make a mute man talk. Jesus can help me through this week. Jesus can help me get all the things done that I need to get done. Jesus can help you through this week. We put all of these pressures on ourselves. But is there anything too hard for God? Is there anything too hard for God? That comes from Genesis 18 and chapter 18, verse 4, when God is speaking to Abraham about how he's going to give Abraham and Sarah a child in their very, very old age. But is there anything too hard for God? No, there's not. So I don't know what you have coming up this week, but I promise you this. If God can make a mute man talk and he can make a deaf man hear and he can have Abraham and Sarah have a baby at that old age that they were, he can do whatever you need to get done this week. He can do whatever I need to get done this week because there's nothing too hard for him. So I will leave you with Jonathan McReynolds. This song, you have to listen to it. Go on YouTube now. The Pressures. Let's not enter this week with pressures. We can give our pressure to him. We can give our worries to him. And we can be okay. And we can make it through this week. And we can make it through our lives. So have a great week, you guys. I'll see you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.